Hi guys, so I want to cover the settings and the things that we find up here, okay? But it's important to know that a lot of these tools have their own individual settings as well, okay? So I'm going to cover these ones for the moment. When we're doing the tutorial videos for all of these, if it has a settings tab, I will cover that in that particular video, okay? Just to be clear, just for the sake of not confusing anybody. This video is about using the settings up here, the proxies, what this downloads area thing here is for, and the profiles, okay? And also the help and support we will cover a little bit as well, okay? So first of all, we click on the settings, and you can see we've got 4 options in here, okay? There's nothing difficult, it's very, very simple to understand. Excuse me, my throat is a little bit cranky this morning. It says here, run Hangout Traffic Commando at Windows Startup and enable schedule tasks. Okay. Now, if you have, for example, account creation going on over 30 days, if you've got scheduled account creation, which may be from the Social Bookmark Commando account creator, okay, you can create accounts evenly over 30 days in here. So for example, if I've got in here create 90 accounts over 30 days, that means it's going to do 3 profiles of 22 accounts in each profile every single day for 30 days. For that to work properly, I need these 2 settings to be ticked, okay? They need to be checkboxed, they need the little ticks in there. So I use these all the time anyway. Look, when you come to a tool like this and you've got that opportunity to have all that kind of stuff going on in the background, and all you had to do was click this one and checkbox this one, tell it how many accounts to create, and click the profiles, and it's going to go and do all that work for you, and you haven't got to do anything else. Then it's much more beneficial for you to let that happen, okay? Word of warning though, if you're not using proxies, set it to no more than 3 a day if you're using the account creator, 3 profiles per day. So you can do 90 over 30 days, for example, okay? That will work just nicely. And whenever you start up your computer, Hangout Traffic Commando will kick off wherever it left off, okay? So that's the general settings. I leave these ticked because I do accounts on autopilot, okay? Over here for the plugins manager, you do not want to touch anything in here. You're not seeing any plugins because we have hidden them, okay? There may be a time in the future where I have got an upsell, okay? It might be something related to Hangout Traffic Commando. I've got no plans for it right now, but we keep this in there anyway, just in case. All of the Hangout Traffic Commando softwares here on the left-hand side, they are basically plugins. The same as what you would use for WordPress. So if you see the suite, a little bit like having a WordPress site, and these like having plugins, that's where it makes sense, okay? So in those settings, I might one day have an upsell. Maybe it's just something far too expensive for me just to add as a freebie inside Hangout Traffic Commando. Maybe you don't have Commando HQ, but you want to buy one of the plugins from Commando HQ, like the video viewer, for example. I might sell that for 97 or 197 or whatever it may be. Then you can buy the plugin and you can install it in here, okay? So that's what that's for, but don't touch anything otherwise. Don't uninstall anything, just leave it alone. It's only there if you want to add something later, okay? I will give you options for that maybe later, but not immediately, okay? You have everything you need. If there's an update to Hangout Traffic Commando for that software suite, and there will be extra plugins, extra softwares added anyway by us automatically, it all comes with the purchase you made. But there may be times where we can offer an upsell. Some people may not have Commando HQ and they want the advanced viewer, or they want something from Tube SEO Commando, etc. They're all compatible with this, okay? It's all built in the same system. Okay, now the auto capture solving. What you can do here is you can put in your details for death by capture or decapture, and it will work just fine. Okay. Now, if you have GSA scraper, if you have GSA capture breakers, sorry, what you can do is you can put in the details here. So I might put in here Tony Hayes 2 and put in here my password, whatever it may be. What you want to do is you want to check your balance and you want to save the settings. That's what you were doing here normally anyway. But if you have GSA capture breaker, what you want to do is add the same account into GSA capture breaker. Keep this one as ticked here, and it should be taken over then by GSA Capture Breaker, and that will be cheaper for you. Okay, it will try and do it via GSA Capture Breaker first, and then if it can't break a capture, it will jump on to Death by Capture. But I want to do a separate video on this because I haven't done it before myself, so don't hold me to what I just told you. For now, all you need to know is auto capture solving settings. Put in whatever one of these you want to use, put in username and password, check your balance. Once you've checked your balance, it will show here. Click on Save Settings and you're done. I will do a separate video on GSA Capture Breaker as soon as I get a hold of my coder, probably today, and I'll get him to show me how to use it, and we will do another video on that. Okay, so that's what that's for, but very, very important. You need a capture, otherwise those accounts are going to just keep flying up with those capture images every 2 seconds. Okay, in here, downloader settings, you don't really need to touch anything in here. If there is anything later that we add to the software that you can download something, you just want it to be on HD, save the settings, and you're done. Okay, that means any videos you're downloading from YouTube, it will be in HD. Okay, we had tools in Commando HQ and in Tube SEO Commando which allowed us to download. I might add that into Tube Research Commando, but I've been reluctant to do it. Okay, if people really want it, I will add it. Okay, but it might take a week or so before we get there because we've got other things we are doing right now. Okay, so that's basically the settings. 4 settings, very, very simple, nothing complicated there at all. Let's move on to proxies now. Actually, I'm going to do this in a separate video. Let's finish this one, we'll move on to proxies.